I have long wanted to address the issue about the loss of the federal jobs to all of these thousands of people. And today is a perfect day because it is my gubernatorial 1-year anniversary. So I'm waiting on the bus to come. Is this my bus? No, it's not my bus. All right, so let me address that really quickly. I had mentioned about persons in my environment where I'm staying. Everyone knows I'm at the homeless shelter, who go out of their way to find anything to say. Unnecessary prodding, interrupting anybody's day, just looking for anything downright to say, whether it applies, it's relevant or not. Consider this: you're at work and you have to rush back in from your lunch break to finish up some work because you spent 15 minutes talking to someone about basically nonsense. Someone who came up to you and began a conversation or had something going on for some days, weeks, maybe even months, depending, that you had to sit and talk about for maybe 15 or 20 minutes, which cut into your lunch break because you were either on a deadline or on a schedule. That is forbidden in the workplace. That is disruption. It is criminal harassment in the workplace, criminal malfeasance. So those are the jobs that are being lost. People that we need in position are not losing their jobs. And as a matter of fact, they are under audit and evaluation to determine if they can receive promotional values. Okay, so we have persons who are losing their jobs and they're crying about it. But if they had not been such a problem in the workplace. See, because if someone is not essential, it's because their work is not complete. And if their work is not complete, that means they were doing something else when they should have been doing their work. That means we have things that are not accomplished because people are not accomplishing them in the workplace. And those people are non-essential. And those are the ones that we are going to unjob. Those are the majority of the federal jobs that are lost, and the rest of them are due to budget cuts. So, anyone weeping and crying, remember that the very first governor of the federal estate of Washington, District of Columbia, yours truly, Governor Rothschild, is currently staying at a public homeless shelter for budgetary reasons. Though we have the money, it is not the schedule of time for certain capacities to be brought into existence for my support and sustenance. What we have is a public shelter, and I should be able to get my work done there. And that I'm not able to really capacitate like I want to. And some things are going on the back burner. Some things are just being done in outline, preliminary form. It is due to the disruptions and interruptions. And people that are doing that are either employees or residents. Some of both. Those are the types of persons that have landed these federal jobs during another administration who did not understand that creating a job is not just providing payroll to a position and putting anyone and everyone in it. It is about creating existence for something we need done of substance and putting a qualified person who is worthy of the wages and salary in that position to capacitate for real results. So I don't feel sorry for people losing their jobs. I'm staying at the public homeless shelter, and I did it to get my business off the ground, and I've done so most willingly. So with that being said, and additionally, I have stayed in public services without the use of government benefits such as food stamps. I am under federal sanctions. I do not qualify. I have too much money at the Treasury. So for persons who qualify because of a job loss or whatever, then that's what you have to do and budget that when it comes. Because we're not going to continue to pay people to disrupt our system and then turn around and cry about a broken system. The system is perfect. The people in place to run and operate the system must be qualified and adequate for the system to function properly. And that is where I am and where I stand about the loss of the jobs. And we will have cuts coming in DC for anyone not qualified for their job. Otherwise, there's promotional value and lateral exchange. And when I create a job, it is for us to get something done that needs to be done. Even the little things need to be done. And so a salary expense needs to be funded for that position with job criteria for who we know, the type of person we know is qualified to accomplish. Here's my bus. All right. Well, you all have a great day.